Hi, Pioneer family. I hope everybody's staying well and enjoying themselves at home. Today, I am going to teach you about economics. Who doesn't love money, right? Well, the study of money is economics. And today, I'm going to show you with my assistants how you can do an economic scavenger hunt at home. Economics is not only the study of money, but it's also decisions and choices we make with our spending. What causes people to buy things, why businesses do things in order to be profitable. Profitable means making money. So I'm going to teach you two concepts today. The first concept I'm going to talk to you about is needs versus wants. When we have money, we are able to buy our needs and our wants. And we should take care of those needs before we take care of those wants when we have a set amount of money in our budget. Budget is how much money you have to spend on certain things. Needs are things that we have to have in order to live and survive. And our wants are those extra things that are nice to have, but if we didn't have them, we'd be okay. So something you could do at home is you could go on a needs and wants scavenger hunt. So right now I'm going to have my daughters go on a needs and wants scavenger hunt. Adeline is going to, Avery's going to go find 5 wants and Addie's going to go find 5 needs. And they're going to look through the house and they're going to decide what are things that I have to survive and what are those things I want to have, but I could live without them. And while they go and do that, I'm going to do some examples with you. So girls, go on your scavenger hunt. Okay, go ahead. Go with your sisters. Needs. All right, so let's look. A guitar. A guitar is an instrument. Let's take a second think time. Would a guitar be a need or a want? If you guessed a want, you are correct. An instrument is something that's fun to do, works our brain, but it's something that we could also live without. How about a house, an apartment, a trailer, where we live? Would that be a need or a want? If you guessed a need, you're correct. We need shelter. Shelter keeps us safe, it keeps our families warm. It's where we stay for comfort. How about a baseball bat and a baseball? Would that be a need or a want? If you guessed a want, you're correct. Sports are a lot of fun, but we could live without them. All right, so the girls found their items. So I'm going to first have Avery come over, and she's going to show you her 5 wants.
So if I would pick anything that I would want, you probably wouldn't want a toy. Toys you don't need, but they're very fun to play with.
Okay, so she's got a stuffed animal.
And candy. Candy, it's not good for your teeth, and it's not good for you. So it's probably a want.
It's something that's nice just to have.
And art stuff.
That's a want.
It's very fun to do, but you don't need it.
Okay, and then finally,
and
Avery.
Electronics.
That's
electronics. It's a want.
Because we can live without it.
Yeah,
all right.
Can live without it.
All right, thank you, Avery. All right, Addie, can you come over here and share your needs?
Yep. Okay, so the first need I found are food. And so vegetables are a good thing to have because we can't live without food, and you also want to have healthy food. And so here's some carrots I brought up, and these are an example of a healthy food that you should have in your house.
Okay, there's a need. All right, come show me the rest of them, and we'll get on our second cup.
Here is an example of a need. It's a cup of water. You don't need a cup, but water is a good necessity you need because you can't live without water.
Okay, what else do you have?
The next thing I brought, it's a blanket, and so you need to stay warm because you just gotta stay warm. So here's an example of a very soft blanket I found.
Okay, and then what's your last need?
No, I have 2 more needs.
Okay.
Yeah. So
sorry.
It's fine. So I couldn't really get the ceiling in my hands, so I have an arrow pointing up, and so we need shelter. And
what are some examples of shelter?
Homes. Maybe like apartments.
Yep, where you live.
House, yeah, basically like.
Okay, and I'm sorry, Addie, tell what your last need is.
I can't really bring this, but we need plumbing, and so that way we can do our business because humans need to
So your they're plumbing in your
Yeah.
bathroom, or you're plumbing to bring water to your home. All right. Thank you, girls. Okay, so we're going to do one more concept today, and this also can be a scavenger hunt. And the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to talk about goods and services. Goods and services are also how we spend our money. We know our needs and our wants, right? Our needs are things we have to live. Our wants are those bonus things we'd like to have. Goods and services are another concept in economics, and they also include everything you purchase. Everything you purchase is either a good or a service. A good is something that you can consume, and consume means you can eat it or you can pretty much use it. Okay, so that's what a good is. And then we also have services. Services aren't things that we consume. They are jobs that are done for us, and those can be paid for by us, the consumer, or there's services in our community that are paid for through the government or different places. And so right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the girls on another scavenger hunt, something you can also do at home. Avery is going to find 5 goods in our home. Those are things that we can consume. And then Addie's actually going to, on her scavenger hunt, make a list of the different services happening in our community right now. And while they do that scavenger hunt, I'm going to go ahead and go over a couple more examples. And while I do this, my other assistant, Charlie, she's just going to sit here and smile while I do that. Okay, so our first one would be fruit, apples, bananas, grapes. I want you to take a minute to think, and Charlie's going to have a 0 voice. All right, fruits. Would fruits be a good or service? Are fruits something that we can consume?
No.
Yes, they are. We eat them, so we consume them. So fruit would be an example of a good. All right, let's look at a service. And Charlie, I need you to listen while I do this. How about a policeman or a policewoman? Is that a good or a service? Let's take a minute to think. Shh, don't give the answer away. If you guessed a service, you're correct. Police officers provide the service of keeping our community safe. Okay, that is a service. We don't pay for the police officers, but other people pay them to do their job. Okay, what if you have, let's go back to Addie's example of we need plumbing in our home to make our water work. If our plumbing breaks and we have a leak and we need someone to come over and fix that leak, would that be a good or a service? Let's take a, oh, Charlie gave it away. That's a service. We would pay someone to come and take care of that problem. Okay, so it looks like the girls are done. And Charlie, you're going to go sit to the side. Okay, and then I'm going to have Avery, excuse me, she's going to go first, and she's going to show us 5 goods she found. And you just can say what they are. Okay, your first good is?
A good is cereal.
Okay, there's one cereal. Keep going.
A good is also crackers, or if you would like, you could say chips.
Chips, okay.
A good is also goldfish.
Goldfish, oh, okay.
And good is also Doritos.
Doritos, you can see there's a lot of snacking going on at Mrs. Schuster's house. Those are all goods. Those are all things that we buy with our money and we consume them. So that's a good. Now, Addie's going to come over. Thank you, Avery. And she's going to share some services in our community.
So the first service I wrote down is a hairdresser. And
they provide the service of
doing your hair.
Cutting your hair. Okay, next.
And then another thing is a chef, and they provide the service of making you food. And my third service is doctors/nurses. And one of the biggest services they're providing us right now is taking care of this sickness.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one's a construction worker, and they help by constructing big things.
What are the construction workers, building in Elyria right now for all the kids?
They're building the new school.
That's right. That's a service. Okay. And our flash.
And then my last one is a flight attendant, and they provide the service of getting you to the destination you want.
Okay. And flight attendants work on an airplane. So as you can see, you can practice economics at home. Needs and wants, scavenger hunt. Find the things in your home that you need. Can't live without them. And you can also find the things that you want, those extra fun things to have. And then finally, goods and services. Goods are those things that you can consume when you buy them. You can have them, you can touch them. And your services, those are the things that people do for you or others as a job. Okay, hope everybody stays safe and well. And thanks for joining us. on our economics lesson.
Bye. Bye.